Hey guys, this is Keleena. I am going live tonight. I've got a lot of information coming in for the May energies. I also have information coming in. Happy Beltane, by the way. I'm just trying to write some things down here that I received. This is the goddess Ray. This goes with this. I wanted to talk to you guys about, hi guys, I wanted to talk to you about the energies that are here that are happening for May that everyone's going to experience. I also want to say once again, people are talking about the event. It's the same as the grand shift. It's the same as ascension. It all means the same thing. It's the ascension process. It's been happening for a long time. It's just that things are accelerating now and just becoming faster. More people are becoming aware, and there is more of a mass awakening happening. Okay, so just so you know, it is the same thing. So I have so much information. I've had 3 days of meditation for May because I don't just focus on one thing. I focus on different paths. I work with all people of all paths. So the first thing that I have here that I want to talk about is the twin flames for the moment, because it is Beltane today. And as everyone knows, the most famous story of Beltane is with King Arthur and Morgaine coming together, God and goddess energy, divine masculine and feminine energy coming together in a union and creating a sacred love that they actually already had. So with Beltane, those energies, actually when I focused in it and meditated, are huge, and I was told that these unions were going to be happening this month for those that are ready and those that are walking this path, that have done their inner work, and they told me up through the 13th. And 13 again is the day of the goddess. So these energies are huge, and it's the masculine have put down their guards. They're put down this guarded energy and are ready to stand next to the divine feminine. So, and remember, it doesn't matter what kind of gender you are in the body, it's the energy. So this union is coming together. Let me move my crystals, my notes. So let me see, I have so many notes from my meditation. Okay, so I want to tell you the colors. When I first asked for May energies, and what they first started showing me were colors, and I received like the purple, the dark purple first, and I received more of a fuchsia ruby color, okay, and they were together, and then I saw gold. So it was those three colors. So I also had gold. I don't have a gold marker, probably wouldn't show up anyway, but I'm just going to write gold up here. So it was these three colors, and they were so bright in my third eye. This purple that turned into this ruby color, and the gold was so bright. It was like, and it just like expanded. So what I knew from that right away was that was the ray of devotion. That's the sixth ray, which is the goddess ray, the ray of devotion. So again, here we go. Beltane, this is the merging of the feminine and masculine energies, and those colors represent, and I know about that ray because back in 2014 I met some ladies from New Zealand, saw a picture of me, and they said, you are on the ray, the sixth ray of devotion, the ray of the goddess. That's what your work is. So that's the reason that I recognize the colors with the gold right away, because it is like a purple. It's like purple, ruby, and gold. So you can always go and look that up and see if you can find that. I'm sure you'll find it somewhere. I also want to tell you about an experience that I had in April. This experience was on the 21st of April, and I wrote it down because it was very It was union, okay? So I experienced to teach. That's why I experienced things beforehand to teach you guys. So I'm going to tell you what happened, because I feel like these colors that are coming in, this rainbow energy is coming in. There's a significant, let me see what they called it when I was in my meditation. Oh, okay, I don't know right now. I'm just going to tell you the experience. I'll find it later. So what happened at night is I was sleeping. It was probably after midnight, maybe 1 o'clock. I don't know. It was I woke because my heart was pounding so fast. It was going so fast. It was just, and I felt the presence of the masculine and his heart going really fast as well. So the two, I could feel this happening, and energetically, obviously, he was there because it was just me physically, and it was pounding so fast, and it didn't stop pounding until our chakras actually connected. So when our chakras connected, the pounding stopped, and then what happened was it moved me into a really high, extremely high frequency. It was just amazing, and the love was just profound. There was nothing like it except like, well, like when you go to the void and you experience that love, the love of God. So it was like that, and I have my notes so I would remember it, because I knew it would be a while before I told the story. Okay, yes, and so I was feeling all of this because I'm very clairsentient and I love to feel the stuff. So I was going with the feeling, and it was just feeling this like wave of over my entire body. And then I opened my eyes. When I opened my eyes, literally with my physical eyes, I saw this rainbow light going up and down my body, and just these waves of energy of rainbow. And it was so bright, and I was just like, wow. And I was just watching it in awe, and just this feeling of like bliss and ecstasy. It was the union of the energies. And so I kept hearing, this is what I was hearing. I was hearing, it is time to create the balance upon the planet. So what I feel this message was with this experience is that it is time for the twin flames. Okay? When you come into union together, that's when you're in balance. So you have to do all of that clearing, all of that purging work, everything that has to be done to be able to come into union and create that balance between the two, create the union. It all works together, and it was such a moving experience, but I knew I experienced it so that I can tell you guys, because some of you will be experiencing it. Those of you that are not with your twin flame in physical, that experience energetically, you're going to experience that. I also wanted to let you know, I haven't been pulling cards lately because I just go with what I get in meditation, but I did ask for backup. So I actually got the spiritual union card. So I want you to know that and see that. That popped up. I got the yes card, which yes, which from Gandhi, which means that all obstacles have been removed. So if you're working on your union and you have done all of that deep inner work, these obstacles have been removed so that you can come together. And then the last card I got from the Goddess deck was Isolde, the Undying Love, and she had twin flame too. So this all goes with the whole Beltane and with May and this energy of sacred union that I feel is very prevalent right now in up through the 13th. So twin flames, be ready. Okay, let me turn this with my crystal. I have these things everywhere. Okay, so the colors I told you were the fuchsia, the ruby, the gold. I also kept seeing bright green, which is like, it was like an emerald color. And one of the things also that I heard for this month is Emerald City. I was working with the goddesses. Where's my note? Yes, Emerald City. And I was like, huh? So I wrote it down here. Emerald City Ruby Slippers. Ruby is that color on the Ray of Devotion that I remember when I talked to the ladies in New Zealand, they said I was on the ruby ray of that ray, that I was working in that ruby energy. So Ruby Ray and the Emerald City, and I'm like, the only thing to me Emerald City is Oz, Wizard of Oz. So I asked for more information, and the emerald, by the way, is the stone for the month of May. So there's another thing, a little synchronicity. For those of you born in May, happy birthday. Emerald is your birthstone. I heard Emerald City, Kingdom of God. So I haven't gone any deeper into that meditation. You can do that on your own. You can find your own clarity, ask for clarity on that. But I feel like it's important, and I'm not sure why. So it's up there. You guys can look into it on your own and try and figure it out. I also know that the ancients also associate the emerald with the goddess Venus, who, again, that's love. So here we go, sacred love again. Also, they kept showing me the 5-pointed star for this month. So again, that is Venus as well. Love, that is the planet of love. I know Venus, Venus doesn't go in retrograde until the fall. Ooh, lucky us. Okay, so I'm going to try and get through all this as fast as I can. I also saw, they gave me the vision of a salamander. So and the salamander was changing colors. So the salamander changing colors to me represented transformation still. Purification leads to transformation. Everyone is still transforming through this process, this ascension process. Everyone is going through this. Cindy, did I say many reunions? No, what I said was up through the 13th, there will be people that are experiencing the sacred union if they've done their inner work. Okay, that's really important. So, okay, let me see. Okay, so I also have in here with the ascension process, the intensity is not stopping of the energies that are coming in. I have a lot of clients that have had the shooting pains and going on and just pains and strange pains that they've never had before. That's ascension. That's the body is shifting and changing. Remember, the DNA is restructuring. Your body is changing. You're going through this crystalline process. Breathe into those energies, okay? Take the deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And when you breathe in, picture yourself breathing in white, pure energy and exhaling the dark, okay? Cleansing the body. It's so very important to do that. Stay in your breath, stay relaxed and calm, and allow this to flow. Be like water. One of my guides said that to me the other day. They said, be like water. When I was I'm talking with my guides about the last video I did with the 4 elements, so that'll be a new video coming up. One of them is be like water. Okay, so the crystal formations upon the planet are being amplified. So those of you that have done work with crystal grids, those of you that have done worked on the structures, worked on the ley lines, grids, also within you, everything is being amplified. The energies on the earth are being amplified. So all of those they've done those behind the scenes work, the astral travel and those things, or you may have actually traveled to those places and done that work when you're there with your bodies. Correcting the ley lines that have been broken and fixing the, one of the things I did was work on the Magdeline line out in England. So they are all their energies are being amplified right now. So know that, because a lot of you have done that work. Some of you did the work and you aren't even aware of it, because you did it at night while you were sleeping. So bravo, everybody, because this is working, this is coming forward. This stuff is starting to create and change the earth, changing this, the energy and the vibrations, which is fantastic. So the next thing I got was this space. They gave me the word space and they said create it. You need to create not only the space within you, again, releasing the old so that you can allow the new, but create a sacred space for you to do meditation, a place that you can be alone, a place that you can have your quiet time. You need that right now during Ascension, because you need to be able to relax and into the energies and go into your breath. The in and out breath are very important. I have also, they have said that awakening continues. And what they showed me was they showed me people holding their heads. So with that, I feel like not just the expansion of the crown chakra and the third eye. A lot of people are having that right now. A lot of you are experiencing burning across the forehead, which actually, that when it goes that way, sometimes it goes down to the ears. So you're having the ears being adjusted as well, the frequencies, the third eye adjustment, but a lot are having the crown chakra adjusted as well. Everything is expanding. So just know that everything's okay. You might have headaches, you might have migraines, you might have pressure behind the eyes or down the nose. This is all from third eye awakening or expanding. So it's okay. This is supposed to be happening, okay? So also, but holding the head, when I saw that, is the people, some people are going to be experiencing confusion. So, and the energies are going to be very intense with this awakening. And if you start to feel that way, or you feel a little wobbly or dizzy or confused at something, sit down, take a break, even if you're at work. Whoever your employer is, they need to understand. You just say, I'm not feeling well, okay? Do not drive. Unless you call an Archangel Michael like I did the other day, because I was like, I was so high the other day, and it was my daughter's prom night, and I had to drive to go take pictures, and I'm like, I can't even see. And so I called him in basically to drive for me. And I'm not joking. He literally felt his energy come right in and took the wheel. I don't know how I honestly don't know how I got there and back. So know that this is happening and this is normal. Okay, so I also got artistic expression, creativity, focused projects for completion. So last month I talked about creativity last month, but this month, like all that you were working on creating, this is the month to actually continue the creation, but start the project and finish ones that you actually already started. Really important. You're going to be getting things done this month, so stay focused. I know it's hard if you've got that, crazy feeling going on in the head, but try to do what you can, okay? Ground yourself. I cannot tell you how important it is to ground. These energies that are coming in are taking you up so high. I have clients going, they're like, woo. I'm like, you've got to ground properly. So for those of you that don't ground or don't know how to ground, you need to envision the roots coming out of your feet and basically growing yourself into the earth like a tree, okay? Ground yourself. It's so important. It's going to be important throughout the rest of this year, okay? You've got to remain attached to earth while you're being taken up at the same time, because you can't go one way or the other. I've experienced going this way a lot. Even with grounding, I still manage to be way up here most of the time. So I'm always holding a crystal or doing something trying to stay grounded. For me, like when I'm with Todd, all I have to do is touch him and then his energy grounds me like that. So it's like, okay. So if you have a person that you're with that's very grounded, just grab onto their arm, because that works too, okay? Okay, let's see. I received this message, but I don't really understand it. It says 7 strands, additional creation, DNA continues the shift. So we will never have 7 strands all at once coming online, because that will pretty much power us down or blow us up. But they're saying 7 strands, additional creation. So I would have to look into that more. I have to meditate more. I have to go and meet with my councils that I meet with and see what that exactly means. But just know that the suppressed DNA is continuing to open and awaken with the codes that are coming in, okay? I also heard that the virus is shutting down in many. So, and I also got AI in quotes. So when I asked what is AI, they said artificial intelligence. And so I said, what's artificial intelligence? Because I really don't focus on that. And so they explained so I would understand it. So it's the negative side that has programmed us. And they explained it like a virus. So this virus is starting to shut down. So as we're awakening and as you're becoming more and more awake, this virus that you've like been injected with the programming of the dark side, the dark energy, it's starting to shut down, because we don't need that anymore. We are going out, we're leaving the old earth energy and we're moving into the new earth. So this is happening, and this is happening through this ascension process, and it's happening by you bringing more light into your body, okay? So very important, very, very important to do that. I have certain individuals will be accelerating their abilities. So these are the ones, they're saying the ones farther in the process, their abilities are going to accelerate like it's going to be like that, boom, 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 because they have to be ready for the mass awakening to assist. So for those of you that are farther along, please know that, and also know that when you your abilities start accelerating, though, you too are still going to be going through the purging for it to happen, but it's going to be fast. And it may knock you down for a day or two, so just be aware of that. Don't say I didn't tell you. The next message I got was, stop hiding behind closed doors. All are needed now. That is so important. For those of you that have been awake for a while, but you don't want to step out there and do what you came to do, it's time for you to come out of hiding. There are so many of us out here that are putting ourselves out there. I can't even tell you, when I put myself out there speaking the light language, I was lashed at, laughed at, people walked away from me, but I knew I was doing the right thing. It's one of the reasons I'm here, to bring these key codes in for people and to help awaken people with this light language. So those of you that are still hiding behind the closed doors, open them up. It's time for you to take that step, okay? There's a lot of us here. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to fear. Fear is created. Fear doesn't exist unless you create it, okay? The only thing that exists is love. Okay, so I also received unity and community. So I'm like receiving something right when I said that. Let me see what's coming in. Yeah, okay. So in the beginning of the year, see, whenever I channel, my nose runs. It's so weird. In the beginning of the year, in January, I said this was going to be a year of community. So the only way we become a community is when we come into unity, when we all come together as one, when we remember that we are one and we start acting like one, and we start treating our brother and sisters the way we want to be treated. We start expressing ourselves in love, being the love we are, having compassion for other souls. Thank you. They're saying it's in your knowing you need to, yes, thank you. They're saying inner wisdom. We lived in communities in the very beginning because we all did stuff together for each other, and that's how it was before. And as the dark energy came in, it separated us, and it still separates. It separates us from the time our children are little, separating them into sports, separating them into groups in schools, separating all separation, and that's what they learn, and that's how they're programmed, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're the smartest. This group goes over there because they're the higher achievers. This group goes over here because they're not the smartest. You label people, you program people. We do not create unity and community by doing that. So that stuff has to stop. Those of you, yes, thank you. They said this is the right track. So those of you that are in school systems, that work in school systems, and you know this happens, maybe you change the way you format your classroom and you don't separate children like that. And we don't do things to win, but to celebrate instead that everyone is so smart and learning. This stuff has to start from the time they're children, because when you start the separation when they're that little, it continues, and then you go to middle school, and then the high school, and the high schools, and the cities are against each other, and then it's the states against each other. My state's, you know, going to football and all those other sports. My team's better than yours, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's my country is better than your country, and it's a bunch of BS. First of all, nobody owns the land. Yeah, you paid money for it, but Mother Earth owns the earth. She's the only one that owns the earth, nobody else. We are privileged to be on her. If we want to bring back the community and this unity, we have to remember that. Okay? Thank you. Woo, that's coming right through me from very powerful goddesses right now. Okay. So again, I'm continuing to see the number 67. It's just constant. It's every day. It's probably 10 times a day. So I want to talk about that number because, as I said, 67, when it started coming up in January, I'm like, oh, that's my birth year. Maybe it just had to do my birthday. And I'm like, then after my birthday went by, I'm like, okay, it's still coming up every day. So I'm like, okay, wait, there's something deeper. This month they showed me June and July, but also 13, and then again, the number 4. So June is the summer solstice, right? Yes. So I feel like there's something huge that's going to happen at the summer solstice. The energies I feel are going to be even stronger. And July is going to be, I just heard magnetic, so I don't know what that means, but July, something's going to happen in July, something big in July. And this doesn't have to do with the event. It's all ascension, so don't go, oh, it's going to happen then, whatever people are saying is going to happen. Remember, this ascension's been going on for a while, but what I feel like this energy is going to be really big then in this month, but also this day every month, the 13th, is significant. Okay, this is the year of the goddess. This is the year of the divine feminine energy. It's also the year of the two energies merging, but the 13th, with that being the number of the goddess, and that was the day that they did the rituals and ceremonies and everything, those energies are going to be heightened. Okay, so honor that. Honor the divine feminine on that day. Honor the divine feminine within you. Whether you're masculine or you are a feminine physical gender, honor that, because the divine feminine have been working hard to rise back here on Mother Earth for a long time, for the past 60, 70 years. I say 70, maybe a little more. And this energy is here this year. This energy is coming in. The women are coming into position. The goddesses are coming into position. The masculine that have not brought the divine feminine within them are coming into position. And those that are women that are in need of balancing with the masculine energy, that's happening right now too. That's what this May is about a lot. A lot of that has to do with the Beltane and the sacred union. So Okay, I also have on here, there's going to be more coming to this in June, July, but there's going to be more coming to these numbers. I know there's more coming. The divine feminine goddess energies uniting within the masculine energies and stepping up to unite the two within. Okay, that was a message. So if you haven't done that already, you will be. I united my energies like that a long time ago. And gosh, years ago, a few years ago. And it was, it's that unification of the Christ within and the God self within, and it's amazing. But that's going to be happening for a lot. Pain, breath in, let go, stay grounded. I already did that. Let me go back to this other page. Yep, 5-pointed star. And I kept hearing as above, so below. So all that happens above is so happening below. So everything that I'm talking about is we create it, you know, here. It's on the other side as well. Avalon. Avalon, Atlantis, and Atlantis. I've been receiving real big that the return of the Atlantean energies is profound right now. It's starting, it's happening. Avalon has to do with the Camelot era, that has to do with Beltane. But the Atlantis, the energies in the beginning, when it was all the unconditional love, when it was that time when we were in balance then. You didn't have to seek it. Things were well. Everybody used their magic. Everybody used their abilities. There was like no evil. That was the very beginning. That energy is returning. Okay? Okay. Let me see what else I wrote. I also, they gave me the message, do what you love. Love what you do. So important, because if you're not doing what you love, not loving what you do, you can take yourself into negativity. You can take yourself into depression. And this is for everything. This is not just like your job and stuff, but also when you go home at night, turn off the TV and the telephones. There's so much EMF stuff coming out of those things. They're so bad for you. Turn that stuff off. I don't even have a TV. So I haven't had one for years. I haven't watched TV in years. Except when I go visit Todd, yes, his mom watches TV, so I hear it. But the frequency on there hurts my body, so I can't even be near it. Do what you love. Love what you do. That was a huge thing. So I want you, also they gave me the word commitment. They're showing me the word meant. Meant, M-E-N-T at the end of commit. Meant is mental, mind. Yes, thank you. They're saying meant is mind and mental mind. And commit. I need to go in this a little further and see what this means. Okay. During your transformation, a lot of you this month are going to feel, I hope everybody feels well. There's going to be those that aren't awake that aren't going to really understand. You're going to feel, this is going to be another part of the process. They're literally showing me like ripping another layer of like a sheet off of you, okay? it's like losing part of your ego, even more of your ego. So what they're showing me is what this is committing to this process, because you can't go back. It's not possible. But the mind, the reason they're showing me the mind is because you're removing that part of the ego, shedding the ego that's the false ego, the one that's created of that energy that's not really who you are. You're shedding that, that is leaving, that is going goodbye, and you're going to commit to using your mind, body, soul, using your mind the way you're supposed to, the way you were structured to. The survival ego. You're going to transition into another part of who you are. So it's going to be like, almost like you don't recognize who you are. Every day you're going to shift a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Okay. And people are going to fall away from you even more. I've been through that. This happens. It's part of this process, but you're going into that more authentic being that you are, and it has to happen. So it's the layers continuing to come off, but it's almost like you're going to look in the mirror one day, because they're showing me looking in the mirror and saying what they just said is that people will look in the mirror and go, I don't know who I am. When you do that, when you see that, and you feel a little lost about that, know that that is normal. It's okay. Okay? Because what's happening is you're shedding who you thought you were supposed to be, who you thought you were supposed to be programmed to be. And you're allowing your authentic being to start to show. And it can be very scary. Okay? You could be going into this and you may feel some fear in that. Let go of the fear. Fear doesn't move you forward. Know that you're moving forward in this process in love, okay? You came here to do this. We all came here to move forward, and this is supposed to happen. So know that it's okay. And it's okay not to know what you're supposed to be doing. It's okay not to know who you truly are. And it's okay not to understand how things happen, because when you trust in the process rather than trying to figure things out, things will go faster. If you're trying to figure things out or searching all over Google or blah, 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 all you're doing is delaying things, okay? Trust in the process, breathe into the changes, allow it to happen, meditate. Meditation's key, do yoga, and this is going to help move you forward. Carlos. Yes, Carlos, the chemtrails are getting, they're trying to block the sun, but the sun's so powerful. It's the Christ light energy. It's more powerful than anything. So any chemical they spray in the sky, it's not going to do anything. We're still going to receive the light. We're still going to receive the codes. Yep, you use the angels. Good. That's exactly what you need to do. When we go out and we see them spraying and they start creating these things, I go outside and with my intention and I call in, just like everybody, like I put that picture of the hand of God that I saw come right before me, and I snapped that picture when I was asking for assistance to clear the skies, to clear the chemicals from the skies. So yes, it works. It's what we're here to do. With our pure and crystal clear intentions, you can remove the chemicals from the sky. You call in the sylph angels. You can call in any other angels. You can call in your guides. Call in everyone and ask for help. Call in the light beings. We need their assistance. What I do is I go out with the intention to clear the chemicals that they're spraying so it doesn't affect the human body and also earth, because we don't want it going into our soil because it grows into our food. So they're putting a lot of nasty things in there. They're putting aluminum and lithium in the air. Go do the research, you'll see it. There's a lot of people who are saying there's no such thing as chemtrails, but when you go out and watch a day when a regular jet is flying, it only makes a mark for just a little bit and it dissipates like that. When you see the chemtrails, they have got like 4 to 6 things coming out of the back, like these things coming out of the back of their wings, and it is just spraying these huge things, and they get huge really fast. So when I saw them the other day, there was 3 jets going at the same time across, and then guess what? They came right back. There is no jet that's going to be taking off to take passengers somewhere, doing that, 3 of them at the same time in alignment and going back and making zigzag and diamonds and all crisscrosses in the sky. So chemtrails are real, and it's up to you to help with your collective consciousness, with the collective consciousness to take care of this. That's why we're here to do this work. Okay. Janina. I'm feeling like a new energy. It feels so good. A lot of peace and love in the air, and I'm living in 2 different worlds in the same time. Absolutely, because you're transitioning. So yeah, that's fantastic to hear that. Also, people are going to feel themselves stepping into their multidimensionality. Now, I know I have light language coming in for everyone because I can already feel the vibration. So for me, I've experienced my multidimensionality for a long time now, because the other parts of who I've been, they like to come out and talk too. So a lot of people that, if you're not experiencing it already, you will be experiencing it. You'll have shifts when you feel like you're a totally different person, you know, where you have this great confidence and and you're like this other person, and then you'll have another time where you're very soft-spoken stuff, and you'll have another one where you might just be like this wild creative artist that just, you know, just know it's your multidimensionality, and it's fantastic and it's good, and you're bringing it all into one, because we are just one anyway. So that's fantastic. I'm glad to see that. I cannot move these things down with the comments. I don't know why Facebook does this, so it's kind of annoying. It doesn't move. Okay, so I'm going to bring in these codes that I'm asked to bring in, and some of these are going to be for sacred union. Thank you. They said we have a few different codes. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to see if I can move this board. Okay, let's see if I can do this really quick before my daughter gets here. My crystal. Masotama. Chuchukorakatsate miano kurasanta sata iro kurasatoto yamiana kurasate yushutor mayana kienta ura kurasatoto yana seteriana kienta ura maya ana karasoto shutoto yamikinda ara kinte sototo Mohonta akarasanto shotopayana kita ariskututua. Okay, we've got some going with the heart. Mohora karasanta shotokorianda siteri kiri korusotototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototo Muszę to metemi akurata sa. Ora che resta percentuale? Just gave me that. Muhura karasanta yano kuransata shoto toto emayana ono kurasante. Yea turu kurasata shoto yamekiniana oro kurasata kargasati yano kuranata muru kurasanta sikiano ono sota tedmiya toto. Okay, I'm got Mayan here right now. So Mahora karasa takarasa to shuto to yema sahian to ora matoya hihita ara kurso to shuto to yemena yo ora karasa ta sukuro to sambedi en kina anu kurasa ta tseperiana ko yema yana karasa to shuto to yema kira una mayana ara katso to yana anu ko to. Don't be surprised if your throat chakras are, if you start to feel scratchy throat or coughing. They're doing something with the throat chakra at the moment. Or if you feel like a lump is coming up. These are for those that have been hiding behind the closed doors. Woo, those are strong. The next one has to do with the grid, crystal grid I made today. Oh, I made a couple of them. I have to remember which one this is. Oh, psychic ability and oh, yes. I created a connection, your psychic connection for humanity to Atlantean time. So to the Atlantean energy that's coming in, I created a crystal grid for that today for all of humanity, and I opened that up. So they're bringing in code for that. That's cool. Masana me teme orokurantseta. Ayana anatu. Boyama aniantone. Noa me antene irusunte me kiauro urusanta. Usha hea moenente. Mayana arase. Mohare crescenta honda ana aratua. For those of you that want to accept healing, there's healing coming in. You just need to say, I accept this healing from Keleena if you haven't done that already. I'm getting really hot, so this is coming through right now. Heano orosoto kaya arakanasa tato shunta. Muura nana sakara kusutor miana kinta. Bayana ana soto shutariana kirikisite kinda uno manea. Muona miana sa. Hikara una simbena. They just open the solar plexus really wide. Really important to keep that solar plexus clear and balanced. Mashotemina urutona yeto oro kursutoshwa ya ana ona soto koronetsete kintoria tanya. Ura krasoshoto na miana uri metsinto miana ura uncha. Yahara korasotoshwa yana. Yiha ora ana kinta. Usotona matsante yana a. All is well. Thank you. One more. You guys feeling that? I've got more coming. Mehera. What does that have to do with this? They just said Serbian to me. I don't know what, why they're saying Serbian, but Motemi Eretia. in the energy of oneness. As we live our life upon the planet. Each soul is connected to the one soul, the soul of love, the soul that lights the universe, the soul that creates the unity, the soul that we all are. There is only one. You, we are all one. There is no separation. There never was. There never has been. And there never will be. In your light and in your love, you express all that you are in your divinity. Walk through life in grace, compassion, and use your inner wisdom for all that is you. We thank you in the highest light and the highest love. For returning to earth. Your bravery is seen. Your courage is known. And your love is always authentic. All of you are light. All of you are a spark within your heart, the connection to the one. Find that spark within if you have not already, and expand that light. For you light up the universe, as you always have. And together, we light the world. We light the galaxies. We light the universe. We light the solar system. That is the energy of love. Remain in your highest frequency, in your highest vibration. Allow no one to take you down. You have the strength. You have the power. It is yours. It's always been there. It always will be. You are eternal beings of love and light. Love is the essence of your soul. Love is the vibration of who you are. Step into your light. Step into your power. Step into your truth. We watch you. We bless you. We wait for you. We guide you. We love you. I am Maria. I love you. You are divinely blessed. I'm overheating. Oh, it's getting dark. Woo. All right. That's it. I am like so high. I have to go ground. Have a fantastic May, everybody. That was Maria Magdalena. The Magdalena energies are really huge this year. Wow. Ooh, I can't even see straight. I wish you all a great month of May. If you haven't seen this, you can go back and watch again. I'll put it on my YouTube for people to share. And I hope you have a great night. Happy Beltane once again to those of you that are coming into Sacred Union. Blessings. I love you.